Welcome everybody. My name is Dominique and today we have a mat Pilates style core stability flow using a soft mini ball. Once you have your mini ball ready and your mat laid out, we will get right into our flow. I am using a small yoga ring as my stand for the ball. So if you have something that you want to use to put your ball in later when we are done with it so it doesn't roll around the room, you can go ahead and grab that. And then we will start with our ball for our first pose. So we'll face towards the front of the mat. Knees are bent, feet are planted. Take your ball and place it between your shoulder blades. Then round through the back as you roll down. Extend your legs long, arms come out alongside the body, and then drape yourself over the ball. If you feel any straining in your neck, just go ahead and position yourself. You want the ball to be between the shoulder blades so that you feel your breast straight up towards the ceiling. Head will comfortably rest back behind you. And we take a few moments here in our supported fish pose. Allow the chest to open. Take a quick scan through the body. And notice the breath. Taking a few moments to center ourselves, to bring ourselves to the present moment so we can stay focused throughout the flow. Then we inhale through the nose, open mouth, sigh, release. Seal the lips. If eyes are closed, begin to flutter them open. We interlace the fingers, bring them behind the back of the head. Walk your ankles in towards one another, point through the toes, activate through the thighs, zip up through the inner thighs as you glue the legs together. Knit the ribs in, engage the core as you lift yourself up. We will move through chest lifts here. So we lower just enough that there's still tension on the core. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So we keep with this movement. It is small, but heat will start to build. Really focus on keeping the ribs knitting in as you lean back. So sometimes as we lean back, the rib cage wants to flare up towards the ceiling. We are using our core strength to avoid that. We have a few more reps before we add on. Slow and controlled as we move throughout this flow. Last one here. We'll lower down. This time as we lift the chest, you'll also lift your right leg. Lower right leg down as you lower the torso back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So lifting the leg is definitely going to add a dynamic component to this movement. We really have to stay active through the legs to keep the pelvis stable. Really challenging our stability here as well as the core strength. Keep moving. We have a few more. Stay strong through the legs, quads engaged. Last 3. Embrace the shakes if they're coming in. Last 2. One more here, and then we switch out the legs. So lower the right, lower torso back. This time we exhale, lift the left. Keep the toes pointed, lower down, inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Most of the energy will come through midline to help keep us stable here. Try not to lose the activation through the inner thighs. We have a few more. And then we will lift up into a boat position. So give me your last 4. We have 3. Keep it controlled for your last 2. Last 1. Bend through the knees, plant the feet. Roll yourself up on the ball, then use your core to lift yourself up. Ball comes in between the hands, bend at the elbows, squeeze on the ball. Broad through the collarbones here, glue the inner thighs together, then we twist to the left, pass through center, twist to the right. Twist to the left, twist to the right. Keep moving back and forth. Stay proud through the chest. You really want to find the rotation through your internal and external obliques. Keep the tension on the ball, a little bit of upper body activation here. We have a few more to each side. Last 3, try to stay slow. Last 2, it's very easy to want to speed up when the heat really starts to build. Last 1. We come through center, lift the feet off the earth. We will pass the ball underneath the legs and lift. Pass and lift, pass and lift. If you would like a little bit more, you can extend the legs as ball comes overhead, pass it underneath. Extend and pass, extend and pass. So you have 2 variations to choose from. We have 5 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. You'll cross at the ankles, fold over, keep the ball in your right hand. We come into a tabletop with the knees underneath the hips and the hands underneath the shoulders. You'll extend right arm long and left leg long. Point through left toes, we'll move through Sunbird here. Press up and away from the mat, energy into center line of the mat. Then we lift, lower, neutral spine, lift, lower, stabilize the pelvis, lift, and lower. Keep moving here. Slow and controlled, neutral neck. Keep space between your chest and the mat, so you're lifting up and out of left shoulder. We have 3, 2, last 1, lift, hold, and squeeze. Sweep the ball behind you. You'll bring it to your left hamstring, bend at left knee, and squeeze the calf onto the ball. Right hand plants. Flex through left foot. We lift and squeeze, then lower the knee in. Lift and squeeze, lower the knee, lift and squeeze, lower the knee. Keep lifting up and away from the mat. Keep breathing. Ribs knit in, core is engaged to keep us stable here. We have a few more. Last 5, 4, 3, give me 2, And 1, squeeze at the top, then lower left knee down. You will grab the ball with your left hand this time. Hand comes underneath the shoulder. Extend left leg long. Pivot right toes towards the right as you open up your left hip up towards the ceiling. The ball is up towards the ceiling. It's your choice if you would like to stay here in a supported plank, or you can extend your right leg long. We'll lower the ball towards the earth, tap, and lift. Lower, tap, lift, lower, tap, lift. So we're really working through right side obliques here, lifting up and away from the mat. Lift up and out of your right shoulder as well. Weight is evenly distributed through right hand to avoid any straining in the wrist. We have 3 more. Last 2 here. Last 1, lift, hold. If you did not have your legs extended, extend them now. Then we lift the knee in, extend it long. Lift it in, extend it long. Lift it in, extend it long. Yes, you can. We have 5, 4, embrace the shakes, 3, 2, last 1. Lower it down, bend at the knees, take a mermaid stretch. Whew. Length through right side of the body. You can roll out your right wrist. Then we come up through center. Swing the legs to the other side. Ball stays in the left hand as we find our way into tabletop. So right hand is planted, extend right leg long, extend left arm long with ball in left hand. Lift up and away from the mat. We have our sunbirds. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Neutral pelvis here. Lift, lower. Knit the ribs in. Gaze down towards the mat. We lift up and away. Yes, I know, right arm is fatigued. You got this. We have a few more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, lift, hold, squeeze at the top. Sweep left arm back. Bring the ball to right hamstring. Squeeze right calf in. Ball is secure. Lift up and away from the mat with both hands underneath the shoulder. Squeeze at the top. Flex through right foot. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Now, right arm is starting to get fatigued, so make sure your weight is still in the center of the mat. This is really where the challenge starts to come in for our stability. Continue to breathe. We have just a few more here. Last 5. Give me 4 more. We have 3, 2. On this last one, really squeeze at the top, then lower right knee down. We grab the ball with right hand. Hand comes underneath the shoulder. Extend your right leg back, pivot left toes, open up into a supported side plank. So again, you can stay here or you can move into the full side plank and extend left arm long. We lower the ball and lift. Tap and lift. Really lift up and away from the mat with left side obliques. Keep moving here. The second side is always harder. Yes, you can. We will come off the wrist shortly. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more here. Lift. If legs were not extended long, meet us there. Then we bring the knee in and extend. Bend and extend. Yes, you can. I'm right here with you. Embrace the shakes. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower down, find your mermaid shape, bend through both knees, find length through left side. Ooh, this is a short one, but definitely a burner. So we will face the same direction we just did. Come back onto all fours. This time we'll place the ball in between the legs, squeeze onto the ball, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift into a hovering tabletop, press up and away from the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, extend, down dog. Slight bend through the knees here, and then begin to walk hands and feet towards center of the mat. Grab the ball and roll yourself up. I will turn to face you. Our next series will be done from a standing position. So we have our ball in our hands. Weight comes into left foot, bend through left knee, find a little bit of buoyancy, and then extend your right leg in front of you with toes pointed. Arms will come overhead. So as we bend and lift the knee into the chest, we bring the ball underneath the leg. Extend the leg, ball comes overhead, and you keep moving through that. So we lift the ball overhead. You can even add the breath. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, ball overhead. Exhale, bend. Keep with that. Yes, you can. Big balance and stability challenge here. You got it. We have just a few more. Last 3. Last 2. One more here. Now ball comes overhead, point the toes in front. Make sure you have enough room around you because we're going to swing our leg around. So again, buoyancy through left leg with a little bit of a bend, squeeze on the ball, sweep the leg back, sweep it in front. Sweep the leg back, sweep it in front. Big balance challenge here, especially when you try to keep the pelvis stable. Really engage through the glutes. So you're gonna squeeze the outside of the glutes to bring the glute back, and then use the hips to bring it around. We have a few more. Keep squeezing on the ball. Yes, I know, shoulders are tired. Last 3. Last 2. One more here. This time, we will bring the leg out towards the side. Ball comes in towards the chest. This time, as we lift the leg out, squeeze into the ball, lower, release. Lift and squeeze, lower. Lift and squeeze, lower, release. Lift and squeeze, lower, release. Yes, you can. We don't have too many of these. Give me 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Give your left leg a break. Then we're gonna go right into the other side. So our weight comes into our right leg. Again, a little bit of a bend, some buoyancy. Point your left toes in front of you. Ball comes overhead. If you want to connect the breath, exhale as knee comes in and ball comes underneath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Keep moving. Stay focused. Find a focal point to help you stay balanced. We want to move with control here, not momentum, so the slower you go, the better. We have a few more. Last 2. Last 1. Toes are pointed in front, ball is overhead, buoyancy through right leg. Sweep the leg back. Sweep it in front. Remember, squeeze on the ball. Sweep the leg back. Sweep it in front. Try to keep your pelvis stable. really ignite and light up through the glutes to control the sweep back. So again, we want to let go of momentum, move with muscle. A few more. Last 3. Last 2. One more here. Toes in front, lower the ball, sweep the toes out towards the side. As we lift the leg, squeeze the ball, lower down. Lift and squeeze, lower release. Lift and squeeze, lower release. Yes, you can. Just a little bit more work, and then we stretch, and we are done. Give me 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Let that go, shake it out, place the ball aside. We are done with the ball for now. So face towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Crown of the head towards the mat. Bend through one knee as you straighten the opposite leg. Then switch it out, other side. Move back and forth. Then we'll release into stillness. Inhale, halfway lift. Interlace the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back as you release the crown of the head towards the mat. Hand packet comes up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. Inhale, halfway lift, hand packet to low back. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, lift the heels. You're on the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower yourself down. Bring the seat to the earth. I have deodorant all over my arm. That shows how much I was sweating in a short amount of time. We will spin the fingers out towards the sides. Plant the feet, press through the heels, lift yourself up, reverse tabletop, squeeze through the glutes, drop the head back. Begin to lower yourself down. We will cross at the ankles with right leg in front, lift up and fold over the legs. Go ahead and lift yourself up. We will switch out the legs. This time left leg is in front and fold yourself down. Release, let that go. You are done with your stability core practice for today. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment below. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.